A lot happened in the year 1995. It was the year when the O.J. Simpson trial captivated everyone. The Macarena by Latin band Los Del Rio went viral. Braveheart won Best Picture at the Academy Awards, and Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise was the top song. It was also the year of the Oklahoma City bombing on April 19th, when Timothy McVeigh drove a truck full of explosives to the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City with the intent on destroying everything he could. Then, almost exactly 1 month later, a beloved animated television show called The Simpsons would air the first part of a pair of mystery episodes that had the whole world guessing who shot Mr. Burns. The idea for the episodes came from Simpsons creator Matt Groening, who came up with the episode's plot after witnessing the worldwide buzz created by another TV show from the 1980s called Dallas, when it aired A House Divided, otherwise known as Who Shot JR. Both Simpsons episodes were very well received by fans, with the first episode finishing the week as the 5th highest episode on Fox, and the second episode finishing the week first in its time slot, becoming the highest rated show on the Fox network that week. The story begins when Principal Skinner tells groundskeeper Willie to dig a grave for one of the class's pet gerbils, Super Dude, who has recently died. Willie, in doing this, strikes oil, suddenly making Springfield Elementary very rich, even to the point of Lisa Simpson suggesting that now the school has enough money to hire Tito Puente as their music teacher. Meanwhile, at the nuclear power plant, Homer Simpson is becoming increasingly more disturbed by the fact that despite working for Mr. Burns for 10 years, Burns still can't remember Homer's name. In a funny turn, Marge, Homer's wife, tries to solve her husband's problem by sending Mr. Burns a box of chocolates with the Simpson family photo underneath the sweets. Unfortunately, Mr. Burns only eats the chocolates, revealing Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie, leaving the sweets covering Homer, which results in Burns' thank you note not mentioning Homer at all. Eventually, Mr. Burns finds out about the school's oil and sets out to steal it, a move which causes the normally meek assistant, Mr. Smithers, to voice his strong disapproval. A slant drilling rig is set up next to the elementary school, and Principal Skinner, along with Superintendent Chalmers, suddenly find that they are unable to legally stop Burns drilling because technically they only own the land the school is on at the surface, not what's beneath it. This causes the school to lay off both Willie and Tito Puente to cover the school's building of their own now useless oil pump. The destructive ramifications of the slant drilling continues to permeate through the town as the toxic fumes from the oil causes Moe's Tavern to be closed, leaving an enraged Moe and Barney. The shifting of the ground wrecks the retirement castle where Grandpa Simpson lived, and Bart's treehouse is destroyed by a burst of oil from the rig, which also injures Bart's dog, Santa's Little Helper. Even amidst all this chaos, Mr. Burns' true malevolence is revealed as he tells his assistant, Mr. Smithers, that he has built a device that will black out the sun, forcing the Springfield residents to continuously rely on the electricity from his power plant. A horrified Smithers rebels, but is fired. And later that night, a now demented Homer breaks into Burns' office and spray paints his name on the wall before being caught and forcibly removed by security. With everyone swearing vengeance on Mr. Burns, a town meeting is held. Burns arrives, armed with a gun, and activates the sun-blocking device. He then escapes into a dark alley and says, "Oh, it's you. What are you so happy about? I see. I think you'd better drop it." Burns and the unseen figure struggle, and a shot rings out. Wounded, Burns stumbles out of the alley and collapses on a town sundial, leaving the audience to wonder who at the town meeting was the unknown assailant. The first part of the season 6 finale that aired on Fox on May 21st, 1995, coincided with a contest from 1-800-COLLECT. The contest runners chose a certain number of people who used 1-800-COLLECT, called them back, read them a list of possible suspects, and asked them who they thought did it. Unfortunately, no one gave the correct answer, so the winner was chosen at random. Even though the contest prize was supposed to be a trip to Los Angeles and an animated version of the winner being in an episode, the winner only actually got the trip and a Matt Groening drawing of the winner in a couch gag with The Simpsons. I will continue my review of Part 2, but I've decided not to spoil the mystery for anyone who hasn't seen these episodes. I will, however, discuss briefly some of the clues with which the viewer was supposed to solve the mystery. The biggest clue is when Mr. Burns collapses on the sundial, his arms are pointing to west and south. Many of the suspects have the letters S and W or M in their initials, and the intention was that several obvious suspects could be eliminated by the letters. Another clue is shown when just before a prominent character enters Mr. Burns' office, they stand in front of a sign painted on the pavement that says, "Only in." But their head blocks all the letters except N and O. This is supposed to represent the word no, and a small arrow can be seen pointing at them. And that's where I'm going to end this review of The Simpsons episodes, Who Shot Mr. Burns? Have any of you ever seen these 2 episodes of The Simpsons? If the answer is yes, tell us what you thought of them in the comment section below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving us a like or even sharing this video with others. You can also subscribe to the channel and be kept up to date on content just like this. Thank you.